A lot of people on this app have been saying, why can't we be more like France and just get out in the streets? You remember 2020? We were out in the streets, and the cops came after us. It's not as simple as just trying again. There's one thing I think will help put this in perspective. The podcast, It Could Happen Here, and look up the episode, The Cult of Policing, December 27th, 2021. It talks about the killology doctrine that American cops are trained in. If you've ever been in a situation with the cops where you're like, what's going on? I'm not behaving aggressively. I'm not armed. I'm not a threat to you guys. Why are you so keyed up and aggressive? Killology is the doctrine that teaches them to regard every single citizen that they interact with as a threat. So in a protest situation, they are purposefully trained to regard your grievances as illegitimate. Because to them, you are not a citizen. You are a problem that needs to be dealt with. The gendarmes have been documented using excessive force. Using tear gas, obviously, striking protesters with batons when that use of force is not warranted. As far as I can tell, and I could be wrong about this, they have not engaged in the flagrantly anti-democratic stuff that we saw American cops do in 2020. Stuff like attacking the press and attacking legal observers. It is because of their training that teaches American cops to dehumanize the people they are supposed to protect. American cops are never going to flip sides. Never going to lay down their shields, take off their helmets, and join with the protesters. I don't know, maybe a few will. The really good apples. Also the factor that 2020 already happened, and the powers that be are prepared this time. So they're not going to take the chance of that happening again. Once something pops off, they're going to be on high alert, and they will move quickly to shut down anything that starts. We're already preparing for it. We know that the Restrict Act is bigger than just banning TikTok. I made a video before about how banning TikTok would target a potential tool for protesters. So bottom line, when and if this happens, and I think it is going to happen, we need to be prepared for things to get even nastier than they were in 2020. I'm not advocating for violence, but we as citizens need to be prepared for substantial violence to be done to us, worse than anything the French are experiencing. And if folks choose to escalate and defend themselves from that state aggression, that's a pretty big genie to let out of the bottle. I'm not trying to dissuade anyone from trying to make change, because Lord knows change is needed. Just saying, be real smart, be real careful. Also, listen to black women. There's only so much you should listen to me. Listen to them.